Look at this, we got a biker. How good. That's perfect. You're in the video. You made it in the video. Oh, hey, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Drivers. Turns out you like this series just about as much as I do, which is fantastic because I love hosting them. Today, we're back pretty much where it all started, which is North Vancouver, but specifically Mount Seymour today. Now we're at the Old Buck parking lot because I was here a couple weeks ago and it was buzzing with local people. It's Friday, it's a little bit damp out, but you know what? They're gonna be out in full force. I know these people, they're diehards. We've got our first rider showing up here today. We've got Alan. He is not skipping work. He said he's got the day off. So he says he's gonna run us through his Commencal Meta AM, and let's just start with what size it is.
Oh, this is a large size. The model is 2020 World Edition. The perfect size for me, and it's a pretty nice bike.
What do you do for your bike here, your Commencal, to set it up for the North Shore? Especially on today when it's a little bit wet.
Oh, just try to check your tire pressure. I try to use 19 in the front, 21 in the rear.
There you go, air pressure, big deal. I noticed you're running the EXO protection on the front and the rear there.
Yeah.
Not a super heavy, not a super burly tire. Guess you don't need that around here.
Yeah, that mods are pretty good for winter because it's a lot of, I don't know, how do you say, a lot of loam in your face.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to ride in winter, but that worked pretty good.
Sick. Alan, what is your favorite thing on this rig?
Everything. I think the choke and the fork are pretty sick. Yeah. Works pretty good in all condition. Yeah.
Anything else you're looking to upgrade in the future, maybe?
Handlebar, yeah, for sure. I change that once a year, just for safe. And yeah, I think that is the only thing, and maybe the transmission.
Sweet as. You got a good machine here.
Yeah.
Looks like it's shredded the North Shore very well, as do you. And yeah, we won't let you hang up any longer. Well, it would not be a complete Daily Drivers out here on the North Shore without a Norco Range. We saw this one in the parking lot here, and turns out Andrea works for the company. So he's gonna give us the full rundown on this range. Maybe let's start with the size.
Okay, so I'm a 5'7" in a good day. So I'm running a size medium, 29 front and rear, of course, because it's a full 29er frame. I'm running we are one union on Onyx hub, so like the silent hub with a magnetic clutch, so like it's an engagement, zero free up noise. Drivetrain wise, I'm on a miss and match XX1 GX due supply chain issue. XX1 axis on normal controller and GX cassette on X01 chain and X1 cranks. 32 tooth chain ring. I can creep down rocks on Code RSC with carbon levers. I like the carbon levers feel. Rolling on Maxxis DHR2 Max Grip double down and Assegai double down Max Grip as well.
Nice. And what kind of pressures are you running to get the maximum traction out here?
23 rear, 19 front. I'm 140 pounds. I'm attached to Ergon GD1 Evo grips and SM1 saddle, matched with a 1-up bar and stem, 30 mil length for the stem, 35 mil clamp, cut down to 73 mil. That makes it effective 740. Whoop. And then I'm on Fox suspension, like a 38 Kashima and a DHX in the rear. I'm running 69 and a 420 spring. Yeah. And head unit, I'm running the Wahoo Bolt V2. So I can know what gear am I in because it's all synced with the derailleur. So you don't have to look back. It's like, do I have one more? And like, you just look here. And VHS slapper tape keeps my bike nice and quiet.
I gotta ask though, what's this nice little sticker up here all about?
So at the beginning of COVID, I started riding to minimize my exposure with people just at 5:30 every morning.
Whoa. And
after, when the restriction got lifted a little bit, I kept riding at 5:30, and shortly after, my friend Tom started joining me, and more people started joining me. So we just started. This is season 3 of those kind of rides, and we made stickers and membership cards now.
Next up, joining us, we have got a Specialized Status and its owner here, Taylor. Taylor, what size Status are you running there?
S4 size, so Specialized large, I guess.
What have you kind of done to the bike to set it up for what you're going to hit?
I haven't changed pretty much anything except for tires. I got rid of the Specialized tires and got the good Maxxis tires. So I'm running an Assegai in the front and a Minion DHR in the back, and that's about it. I got clipless pedals and then got my sweet water bottle holder, and that's basically it.
We got dogs on set, just in case you're wondering. Awesome. So you've actually gone for some of the burlier tires. I like this. We're living on the edge.
Yeah.
You've gone for some of the burlier tires I've seen out there today. You've got the double down in the front, the downhill in the back.
Yeah.
What kind of PSIs you running there?
I've had issues with destroying rims over the years, specifically the rear rims. So I run like 30 PSI in the back, and then 28 in the front, 25 maybe. Yeah, I've tried like tire inserts and I still end up destroying the rims, so yeah.
What's your favorite thing going on with this bike, would you say?
Well, I guess I'd be remiss to say anything but the mullet, right? Like it's a mullet bike that came like this, so one of the coolest things about it.
You mentioned maybe you would upgrade some stuff if you got the money. What would those be, would you say?
Yeah, I mean the drivetrain and brakes basically. Suspensions seems to be pretty good. I don't really have much experience with other types of suspension, so yeah.
We'll get those dogs out there. They look like they're ready for a run, and thanks for your time today.
Yeah, thank you. That was fun.
We got a little break in the rain here, and Pierre here just finished up a ride on his Ibis Ripmo. It's a long bike, but how long have you had this machine, Pierre?
Will be actually my third season right now, and I love it. It's a good bike for a beginner, not like the most expensive on the market, but everything you need to go full send.
That's awesome. You've had this bike for 3 years, so you must have updated a few things.
Yeah, I damaged the wheel, so I ended up with changing up the back wheel here. My NX derailleur was like a bit making too much noise, so I went with a Dior and kept my old NX shifter to be a little frank and shiny, and that's it. It's pretty much stock except for the grips and handlebar.
The DVO suspension, you don't see that come stock on bikes very often.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
The coil was my first time trying a coil chuck. It's a bit of a challenge to find your spring rate versus air chuck, but once it's dialed, I really like it. It's like set and forget. You don't always ride good. You even have a climb switch there.
Oh.
So pretty rad.
Very rad. I gotta ask, what is in your little snack bag here?
A couple of snacks, tire lever, and yeah, a little medical kit, tie wraps, and tire pressure, because I'm always want to be my tire on points.
I like it. I know you've been riding around here a lot the last couple of days, you told me, so
yeah.
What have you kind of settled on for tire pressures here on the North Shore?
I'm about 195 pound-ish, and I sell on 27 and 22 in the front. It's a bit rainy, so lower in the front, get good grips, safer for me.
Those are some darn wide handlebars. You're a bigger guy. Do you know how wide roughly they are?
800, yeah.
Yep. Well, Pierre, I don't want to keep you too long. I know you got to get up the mountain, get back to your vehicle, but thank you so much for the time today.
Hey, thanks.
All right, believe it or not, we have got another member of the Dawn Patrol here, and she's on her second bike ride of the day, and it's raining, so that's how hardcore she is. All right, and run us through your Rocky Mountain altitude. Maybe let's start with the size, and then how long you've had it.
It's a size medium. I got it in August last year, and I absolutely love this machine.
Frick yeah, and you're running the double 29er wheel action.
Yeah.
What kind of PSI are you running in the tires? Because traction is hard to come by around here.
19 in the front and 19 in the rear with Cushcore in the back, yeah.
So since you've had this bike, have you made any changes to it?
Smaller chainring in the front, it's 30.
Nice.
I've got the one-up bars. and I changed the dropper to 175 because it's like the exact that I needed and can go all the way down. So
Anything on the bike you think you might want to upgrade over time? I noticed maybe like a wonky brake lever there.
yeah, I slammed into a tree and I kind of bent it back. It still works, so that definitely needs to be fixed at some point.
Well, thank you for your time. It's raining. You're still clean, so get out there and get dirty. Joining us up next, we've got Mark here. He's actually from Quebec, but he's on a big trip out here on the West Coast. You've been spending a lot of time in these mountains, so do you want to run us just through your transition Spire?
Yeah, basically I got it. It was brand new before I came up on this trip, so it's just a stock build, XT build. It's the size large. It's perfect for me. I'm 6 foot tall. I just put on my favorite grips, the dead grip, and also Maxxis tires. I just prefer them, an Assegai on the front and Aggressor on the rear. I like going no pack, so I got a little one-up pump with some tire plugs in, and also I got a small multi-tool on the bottle cage. And that's about it. It's just the stock XT build, works super well.
Did the bike come with the one-up chain guide?
Yeah, it came with that.
Oh, that's rad.
Yep, that was awesome, yeah.
It's nice when they actually give you those little upgrades that you need with the bike instead of making you go out and get them.
Yeah, they did a really good job. The only thing I'm probably gonna do is put a longer dropper, just to put it really down, like sometimes on the very, very steep sections, it maybe makes things a bit easier, but yeah, other than that, it's pretty dialed. It's awesome for trails around here.
Did you get these pedals here, or were those an upgrade back home?
I already had them on another bike. Yeah, I run those pedals like since a few years. I always put them. They're great. They're cheap. They last a long time, and they're lightweight. They grip the 510 shoes great. So yeah, all good.
It's literally everything you need. Anything else awesome we should know about this bike, or maybe the next trip you're gonna take it on?
Well, not really, but I'm gonna bring it back to Squamish this summer. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
That's awesome. I think you need to buy some real estate over here on the West Coast. You're over here so often.
Yeah, I just need to win the lottery to do that.
And that too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time today. Looks like you guys got a driver arriving soon, so we'll let you get to it.
Thank you.
Thanks. We did it, we made it, we braved some kind of crazy weather out here at Mount Seymour today, but good thing we did because we met a ton of local riders, some awesome folks out there with their daily driver whips. And thanks so much for tuning in. I couldn't be here without the viewers like you, so if you like the video today, make sure to subscribe because I promise you there's more daily drivers coming your way.